Hey YouTube, Team Megadeath here, back with another video, and today we have Kevin topping a tournament, getting first place with his Bloomlord deck profile. Kevin, say hi.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
Alright, Kevin. So let's start off with the eggs, yeah?
Yep. Before I start this, I'm gonna give a shout out to Darren. He's the one who taught me how to play Bloomlord, and I'm borrowing some of his cards. Alright, so first for the eggs, I run 4 Argomons. It's pretty standard. So the effect is, the heralding effect is when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, gain 1 memory on your turn during your unsuspend phase. So the reason why this is really good is that Bloomlord suspends a lot, and most of the time after your turn, your whole board is probably suspended. So when you unsuspend, or when that Digimon suspends, you gain a memory. So it's basically free memory every turn. And then I run a 5th egg, which is Gummymon. And what this does is when you suspend your opponent's Digimon on your turn, you get draw 1. This helps you cycle. And I like 5 eggs in this deck since I do run a Mimi, as you'll see later. And sometimes Mimi helps you cycle through your eggs faster, so you need more eggs.
Okay.
And the draw helps you unbreak sometimes. And that's it for my eggs. On to the rookies. So I run 4 of the BT10 Palmons. This is a really good rookie because it searches top 4 and you can add vegetation, plant, and a fairy. So you can add basically everything in your deck plus a Bloomlord. So sometimes you hit 2 cards off of it. And you can also play this for free with other effects, with your other Digimon effects. So you can basically search for free and it's an extra body.
Okay.
And then next, I run 4 of the EX3 Pomomons. This is a really good rookie to always use. You have to use this as effect, which is when an effect suspends this Digimon, you can suspend an opponent's Digimon. So to really use Bloomlord's effect well, you gotta synergize it with this effect. So when you Digimon the Bloomlord, you want to suspend your opponent's Digimon, and then you can swing over it with Piercing with Bloomlord. So, and it's also really good for Hydramon to help you bottom deck. Yeah. So it's a really important rookie in this deck. And then next, I run 2 Mushroomons. This is mainly here just to help you turbo into another stack if you need, or help you choke your opponent, because since it's a 2 cost to play level 3, and it's also searchable with Palmon. Next would be the BT9 Pomomons. This card makes it so your opponent or both players can't play Digimon by effects. You gotta be careful with this card though, because it does counter yourself with your Digimon effects. But it's mainly for the mirror match and other matchups where they play a lot of Digimon out. You would want to slam this down after you do all your Bloomlord combo and play out all your Digimon. Yeah. And then lastly, I run 2 Terramons, which are the memory chokers. I see some other decks that don't run this, but I like it because it's good in Bloomlord matchup and it's really effective in other matchups as well. Because since a lot of people do gain a lot of memory and it helps counter boost and stuff. The only thing is that it's not searchable. And that's it for my rookies.
Okay, cool.
All right, next, the level 4s. So first I run 4 Weedmons. These are really good since it's just a 1 cost to Digimon top of level 3. So let's say you start the game and you have a rookie and a Weedmon, you just Digivolve your rookie and then Digivolve Weedmon top, you can choke your enemy at 1. And also, since it's 3000 DP and it's a vegetation, you can play it out for free with your other Digimon effects. And then similarly, I run 4 of the Red Veggie, which is kind of the same idea as the Weedmons, except that it costs 1 less to just hard play. It's just 3 costs, so you can also slam this down to turbo into a level 5 if you need. And then the next is 4 Sunflowmons. These are really important because they help you play out more bodies, and the heralding is really good When you spend one of your Digimon with effect, you can draw one. So this helps you cycle a lot and play out more bodies for Bloomlord.
Okay.
And I think that's it for my level 4s. Next we'll get into the level 5s. So your main level 5 and the most important is probably Agitar. Its effect is during the main phase, you can suspend one of your green Digimon to play out vegetation playing on favor with 3,000 deeper or less. So basically play out most of your rookies except for the Terriermons. And you play out any of your level 4s for free basically. And the heralding is when you suspend one of your Digimon with an effect, you gain 1 memory, which you do a lot in this deck. And you can synergize this with Bloomlord really well. Most of the time when you want to start your combo, you want to have Agitar ready in the back with your stack on top of your egg. And then next is just Bloomlordmon, which is pretty standard. It's just Digizorb 3. You basically can go into level 5 for free with Bloomlordmon. And it's also searchable. Next is Cherrymon. It's kind of the same thing as Bloomlordmon, except that it's a Digizorb for 2. And that it can redirect opponent's attack to any suspended Digimon. So this can help you stall out games, which is really good. But you gotta be careful because it isn't Digizorb for free, it's for 1. Next is the BT2 Argomon. This card is limited, but it's also Digizorb for 3. It's not searchable for your deck, but the heralding is really good to use with Bloomlord, since when you attack, you can play a level 3 green Digimon suspended with from your hand. And if you do that, you can count that card to go with Bloomlord's effect. So this is really good to combo with. And then lastly, I just run 1 Chimeramon. I do this because this deck plays out a bunch of level 4s for free usually. And sometimes you just need like 1 more attack to swing for game. So you could do this with Chimeramon. Chimeramon also lets you help put an extra card from your trash under the source. So let's say you can put Agitar under and get the heralding and utilize it and go into another level 6. So Chimeramon's really good in this deck. And that's it for my level 5s. Next, talk about the level 6s. So the main card of your deck is Bloomlord. This card's really good because, you know, it's your main boss monster. So when you Digivolve, you can suspend one of your Digimon, and then for every suspended Digimon, you gain back memory basically, or your vegetation plane sphere, you gain back memory. And if it gains 2 or more, you can unsuspend, and it gets piercing. So usually you want to Digivolve this, and then have a wide board all suspended, and you can unsuspend and swing for a lot of checks and gain back a bunch of memory, and then continue combo. Most of the times you can go to multiple Bloomlords in the same turn, which is really strong. And yeah, like I said earlier, you wanna combine this effect with the rookie Pomomon to help you suspend your opponent's Digimon to utilize the piercing. Alright, next is Hydramon. I run 3 Hydramons. Hydramon's really good because it has because it can bottom deck your opponent's Digimon, and whenever they attack, or whenever your opponent suspends, you gain back a memory for every other vegetation plant or fairy that you have. And this helps you control the board a lot. Helps you bottom deck things that you can't swing over with Bloomlord. Really good. And it's also searchable with the Palmon. Lastly, my last Digimon is a Death X. A lot of people don't run it, but I think it comes in really useful. I also had extra room. I used to run a Shivamon or a Nidhogg, but I didn't really find them useful, so I just replaced them with the Death X. And you know, this helps a lot in the mirror matches and against Jesmon with whiteboards and stuff. And yeah, that's it for my Digimon.
Okay, cool.
Alright, next, talk about my option cards. So I run 3 Green Memory Boosts. Green Memory Boost is really good in this deck, helps you search your Digimon. Also helps you spam out even more bodies with along with Agitar when you need to. So to have a really good Bloomlord board, you need to utilize your boost and setup to combo and turbo into like a wide board, so Bloomlord gains a lot of memory and a lot of DPing and checks. Next I run Hidden Potential Discovered. This card's really good because you can Digivolve into your Bloomlord or any of your level 6s for free basically. And if you do this with Bloomlord, you usually even gain memory. So you Digivolve Bloom for free and gain a lot of memory. And then you can go multiple Bloomlords or combo a lot with this card. So this is a really good card. Next is Samadhi Santi. This is really good because you can spend one of your Digimon to suspend your opponent's Digimon. You can, or Tamer, and they don't unsuspend at all until the end of the next turn. You can use this to go along with Bloomlord's Piercing as well, or you can use this to help stall out a game, which is really good. And then lastly, I run one Mimi. The Mimi is really good to help you build another stack really fast or end games by bringing another rookie out. And yeah, I only run one because I feel like multiple is too bricky in your hand, and once you already have one out, you don't really need another one in this deck. You don't really need the memory set. You got the memory setter in this deck. And I think that's it.
All right, cool. Is there any tips that you would give to beginner Bloomlord players or Bloomlord players that are trying to up their game at their local tournaments?
Yeah, so when I first started playing Bloomlord, every time I had an Agitart ready in the bag, I would just bring out right away without really much other setup. But I don't think that's the right thing to do, since that you really want to get a wide board before you go into Bloomlord, and you want to be able to really like punish your opponent for whatever they do. So if you don't set up with boost with your Bloomlord, you can't really make a wide board if your opponent knows how to play against you by like choking you or something. So yeah, it's really important. And also you got to utilize the Pomomons, because if an opponent plays a memory choker against you, you have to most of the time you have to use this to get rid of the memory choker, or else you can't really go into Bloomlord and gain the memory back and utilize all your effects.
So and that's your only way to out memory blockers, right?
Yeah, basically suspending it or using this to swing over it or using Hydramon to bottom deck it. That's basically it. So you gotta play smart against those memory chokers.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much, Kevin, and thank you guys for watching today's video of Kevin's first place Bloomlord deck profile. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. But if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more Team Megadeath Digimon TCG content in the future. And we hope to see you guys in the next one. Team Megadeath out. Bounce.